Namaskar.
Okay, this is module 2. In module 2, we will be studying about digital TV and the compression standards. This is the syllabus for module 2. In the first part, we will be studying about digital TV, in which we will be going through digitized video, the source coding of digitized video, compression of frames, DCT based JPEG, and compression of moving picture MPEG, basic blocks of MPEG 2, MPEG 4, and digital video broadcasting DVB. And next part we will be studying about modulation, QAM, OFDM for terrestrial digital TV, and reception of digital TV signals, digital TV over IPTV, digital terrestrial TV for mobile. And third part we will be studying about display technologies. Basically we will study about the basic working of plasma, LCD and LED display. This is the syllabus for the second module. So we will directly go to the introduction. The digital TV was introduced in 1980s, and the possibility of broadcasting fully digital picture to the consumer was made easy in 1980s, and it is not technically or economically realistic, and it is still seen as a future prospect. The main reason for this is that there were a very high bit rate required for transmission digitized line video pictures. So in 1980s, the digital TV was introduced to the consumer, and it was seen as a future project or it was seen as a faraway prospect because the bit rate for transmission was very high, and so and it was not technically or economically realistic for at that time in 1980s. Another reason was it seemed more urgent and important to improve the quality of TV picture. The quality of TV picture in 1980s were not that good, so it is not technically or economically realistic at 1980s. The reason for that was because of this high bit rate what required for transmission of digitized live video pictures, and it was important to improve the quality of TV picture at that time. As a result, huge amount of money were invested by Japan, Europe and the USA in order to develop improved definition TV, that is IDTV, and high definition TV system, that is HDTV. So in 1980s, digital TV was introduced, and by introducing digital TV, it was possible for broadcasting fully digital picture to the consumer, but still it was not technically or economically realistic, and it was seen as a far future project. The main reason for this was the high bit rate required for transmission of digitized live video pictures, and it was important to improve the quality of the TV picture at that time. So Japan and Europe and USA initiated to develop an improved definition TV, that is IDTV, and high definition television system HDTV. In the beginning of 1990s, they saw a very quick development of efficient compression algorithm. That is, there was the reason for this non-acceptance of digital TV in 1980s was that is there is a need for improve the quality of TV picture and the high bit rate, which was solved in 1990s. So the main reason was high bit rate required for transmission. So in 1990s, they saw a very quick development of efficient compression algorithm to compress the high bit rate. The efficient compression algorithm include like JPEG and MPEG standard, JPEG standard for fixed images and MPEG standard for moving pictures or live pictures. And the amount of data required for transmission of digital pictures was drastically reduced at that time by using that efficient compression algorithm in 1990s. So once again, 1980s digital TV was introduced. First digital TV was introduced in 1980s, and it was by the invention of digital TV, the possibility of broadcasting fully digital picture to the consumer was made available, and still it was not technically or economically realistic and still seen as a faraway project or prospect. The main reason for this was high bit rate for transmission of digitized. And another reason was it was important to improve the quality of TV picture at that time. So the countries like Japan, Europe and USA made a measure to improve or develop the improved definition TV and high definition TV. So in the beginning of 1990s, very quick development of efficient compression algorithm was introduced like JPEG and MPEG, and the JPEG standard were for fixed images and the MPEG standard were for moving pictures. The amount of data required for transmission of digital pictures was drastically reduced. You may go through the slide. Okay. Next one. With the advance in digital data processing, the definition of the system allowing diffusion of digital pictures with equivalent or slightly better quality than current analog system was made possible by complete digitization of the signal. That means in 1990s and in 2000, the advance in digital processing digital data processing has advances. So it allows the diffusion of digital picture with equivalent or slightly better quality than current analog standards. That is, the digital TV overcome the analog standards and was made possible by complete digitization of the signal. Compared to analog TV, digital TV got advanced in 1990s, and this was because this digital TV system allows diffusion of digital picture with an equivalent or slightly better quality than current analog standard and was made possible by complete digitization of the signal. Standard in digital TV, there was a complete digitization of signal. This made digital data processing system a better quality than current analog standard. The first digital TV broadcasting for the consumer started in 1994 with the Direct TV project. That is, the first TV broadcast for the consumer started in 1994. Then the project was Direct TV project. And Europeans by the end of 1991 stopped working on analog HDTV. That is, analog TV's advances or experiment stopped in 1991 and created the European Launching Group, ELG, in order to define and standardize a digital TV broadcasting system. By the end of 1990s, analog TV advances stopped and all the countries moved to a digital TV broadcasting system. That is, European, by the end of 1991, stopped working on analog HDTV and created the European Launching Group, ELG, in order to define and standardize a digital TV broadcasting system. This gave birth in 1993 to the DVB project, that is Digital Video Broadcasting, based on the main profile at main level on the international MPEG-2 compression standard. That is DVB project. In this DVB project, the compression standard used is MPEG-2 compression standard. The three variants of DVB, that is Digital Video Broadcasting System, for various transmission media occurred in 1994 and 1996, and it include like satellite communication via cable, via terrestrial, that is DVB by S, DVB-C and DVB-T. That is the three variants of digital video broadcast of various transmission media. It can be transmitted through three medias, that is by satellite, that was another by cable, and next by terrestrial. That is, in 1993, DVB project started, and the compression algorithm used was MPEG-2 compression standard, and there were three transmission media for DVB, that was one satellite, DVB-S, and cable, DVB-C, and terrestrial, that is by DVB-T. The other form of digital television appeared by the last year of 20th century, which include digital cable television, digital terrestrial television, digital television via telephone subscriber like IPTV and ADSL. And the rapid price decrease of large flat screen TVs that is LCD or plasma TV with a resolution compatible with the requirement make them now accessible to relatively larger public. And in the recent years or by 2000, the rapid price decrease of large flat TV, that is LCD TV and plasma TV with a good resolution, make them now accessible to relatively larger public. That is, LCD and plasma TV's price decreased during the last few years. So now it is compatible with the requirement, and now it is accessible to a larger public due to this rapid decrease in the price of flat screen TV, that is LCD or plasma. The price drop coincides with the availability of more effective compression standards such as MPEG-4. That is, the price drop is due to the more effective compression standard. Compared to 1993, in 2000 we used MPEG-4 compression standard. In starting, DVB project was started on MPEG-2 compression standard. In plasma TV LCD, the compression standard is MPEG-4. So it is more effective than compression standard like MPEG-2. So due to this compression standard, which is more effective, the price decreases of large flat TV. By decreasing the price, it is now available to a relatively larger public. And this, we have two types of compression standards, JPEG and MPEG, which we will be studying in detail. And the JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Expert Group, and MPEG stands for Moving Photographic Expert Group. You can go through the slide. So, 1980s, digital TV were introduced, and introduction of digital TV made possible for broadcasting fully digital pictures to the consumer, but still it was not technically or economically realistic, and it was still seen as a faraway prospect because there were high bitrate required for transmission, and it was important to improve the quality of TV picture. So as a result, huge money were invested by Japan, Europe and USA to improve the definition and developed improved definition TV or improved definition television, IDTV and HDTV. At the beginning of 1990s, compression algorithm were used. Mainly there are two types of compression algorithm, JPEG and MPEG. And JPEG is for fixed images and MPEG is for moving picture. The amount of data required for transmission of digital pictures were drastically reduced. So with the advances in digital data processing, definition of the system, allowing diffusion of digital pictures with equivalent or slightly better quality than current analog standard was made possible by complete digitization of the signal. That is, by complete digitization of the signal or the picture, that analog standards that or the current analog TV standard were overcome by the digital TV. And the first digital TV broadcast for the consumer started in 1994, and the project is known as Direct TV. And Europeans by the end of 1991 stopped working on analog TV, and analog TV was replaced by digital TV at the end of 1991. And European created a new group called European Launching Group in order to define and standardize a digital TV broadcasting system. So they standardized a digital TV broadcasting system in the year 1993, and this standardized project is known as DVB project, that is Digital Video Broadcasting Project. And at the time, this DVB used MPEG-2 compression standard, and there were three variants of DVB that were for the various transmission media that occur in between 1994 and 1996. That was satellite, cable, terrestrial. The other form of television appeared in the last years of 20th century. That is in 2000, other form of television appeared, that is digital cable television, digital terrestrial television, digital television via telephone subscriber. And in the 2000, there was a rapid decrease of large flat screen like LCD, plasma TV. with a resolution that is compatible with the requirement makes them now accessible to relatively larger public. That is, in 2000, the price of flat screen decreased, so it was available to a relatively larger public. And this price drop coincide with the effective compression standards such as MPEG. In 2000, the compression standard, instead of MPEG 2, MPEG 4 was used. So by using the MPEG 4 compression standard, the price of flat screen decreased. So it was now accessible to a relatively larger public. This is all about the introduction about the digital TV. We will go to the television fundamentals. These are the elements of television, or the basic things about the television. These two topics are not in your syllabus, but still we will go through it. The first one is monochrome TV. Here in monochrome TV, we will study about the basic block diagram of monochrome TV transmitter and receiver, and we will go through the scanning process, and we will go through the horizontal, vertical and sequential flickers, interlaced scanning, and need for synchronization, banging pulse, and aspect ratio, resolution, type, and vertical and horizontal resolution, video bandwidth, composite video signal, CVS, and CVS for horizontal line, definition for vertical sync pulse, and equalizing pulse, positive and negative modulation, TV standards, that is list of type of TV standard, color TV, its fundamentals, additive mixing of color, type, color perception, chromaticity diagram, definition for luminance, hue saturation, chrominance and formation of chrominance signal in PAL system with weighing factors. These are the television fundamentals. Now, going on to the topic, this is the TV fundamental introduction. A television means tele plus vision. That is, television is used to see pictures telecast from long distance. That is, television is used to see the picture and telecast it from a long distance. In a TV transmission, both picture and sound are transmitted. For picture transmission, AM modulation is used, and for sound transmission, FM modulation is used. So, television simply means tele plus vision. And tele means long distance vision. Television simply means tele plus vision. That is, television is used to see the picture. That is, and telecast it from a long distance. Long distance telecast. And in television, both picture and sound are transmitted, not like radio system. In television, both picture and sound are transmitted. For picture, AM modulation is used, and for sound, FM modulation is used. In previous module, you have studied about microwave radio system using FM modulation. Now, here in television, for picture, AM modulation is used, and for sound, FM modulation is used. So we will go to the basic block diagram of TV transmission. This is a simplified block diagram of a monochrome TV transmitter. You may go through the blocks. This is the simplified block diagram of a monochrome TV transmitter. It is black and white TV transmitter. Here we can see it consists of a television camera. This is television camera, a video amplifier, AM modulating amplifier, audio amplifier, FM modulating amplifier, FM sound amplifier, RF amplifier, a crystal oscillator, a power amplifier, a scanning and synchronizing circuit, a combining network, transmitting antenna and a microphone. This is the simplified block diagram of a monochrome or black and white TV transmitter side. Here we can see a light which is captured camera, that is television camera. Here its function is to convert the optical image of television scene into electrical signal by scanning process. So here is the television camera. Here television camera, what it do is it convert the optical image of television scene into electrical signal by scanning process. That is television camera convert the optical image into electrical signal. That is optical image which is to be transmitted or which is converted into electrical signal by scanning process. So the television camera, what it do is it convert the optical image into electrical signal by scanning process. Here we can see a video amplifier. The video amplifier amplifies the video signal, which is electrical signal from the television camera. So this video amplifier amplifies the video signal. Now we can see an AM modulating amplifier. The video signal are amplified by the AM modulating amplifier to get modulated signal. We also have an FM modulating amplifier. Here the sound signal from the audio amplifier is frequency modulated by the FM modulating amplifier. Here next, the output of FM modulating amplifier is given to FM sound transmitter section. Here in the FM transmitter section, the FM modulated signal is transmitted through this FM sound transmitter. Now here this block is crystal oscillator. Crystal oscillator, what it do is it generate the allotted picture carrier frequency. It generates the allotted picture carrier frequency. And here this RF amplifier. RF amplifier, what it do is it amplifies the picture carrier frequency generated by the crystal oscillator to the required level. And next is the power amplifier. The power amplifier varies according to the modulating signal from AM modulating amplifier. The power amplifier, what it do is it varies according to the modulating signal from the AM modulating amplifier. And here we can see a scanning and synchronizing circuit. Scanning is the process where picture elements are converted into corresponding electrical signals. Like here in television camera, the optical signal is converted to electrical signal. So by the process of scanning. So scanning, what it do is it converts the corresponding optical signal into electrical signal. And here we have a combining network. This combining network is used to isolate AM pictures and FM sound during transmission. That is, this combines the AM picture signal, that is the picture, and the FM sound, that is the sound, in the combining network. And here we have a transmitting antenna. The transmitting antenna receives the AM picture signal and FM sound signal. So radiation as electromagnetic wave. So the transmitting antenna transmit electromagnetic wave which get combined in the combining network. And here we can see a microphone. This microphone converts the sound associated with the scene or picture being televised into proportionate electrical signal. So here television camera is used to convert optical signal into electrical signal. Here a microphone is used to convert the sound signal into the corresponding electrical signal of the scene associated with the picture or the sound associated with the picture. So this is the basic block diagram of a TV transmission, and it consists of television camera. Here the television camera, what it do is it converts the optical image into electrical signal by scanning process. And here we have a video amplifier. This video amplifier, what it do is, it amplifies the video from the television camera. Now we hear the output of the video amplifier is given to AM modulating amplifier. So the video signals or the picture signals, as we have said, are AM modulated. So the video signals are amplified by the modulating amplifier to get modulated AM signal. Now the sound associated with the scene is captured by the microphone, which converts the sound to an electrical signal. It is given to the audio amplifier. The audio amplifier amplifies the electrical signal from the audio signal from the microphone. That is, audio amplifier amplifies the signal from the microphone. And next it is given to FM modulating amplifier. The sound signal from the audio amplifier is frequency modulated. As said, FM modulation is used for sound. Here we have an FM modulating amplifier. The output from the audio amplifier, this electrical signal, is again frequency modulated by the frequency modulating amplifier. And here we have a FM sound transmitter section. Here in the FM sound transmitter section, FM modulated amplified signal, this FM modulated amplified signal is transmitted to this FM transmitter section, to the transmitting antenna. Here we can see the transmitting antenna. So FM modulating amplified signal is transmitted through the transmitting antenna through this FM sound transmitter section. Now we can see here a crystal oscillator. This crystal oscillator generate the allotted picture carrier frequency. It generates the allotted picture carrier frequency. And here we can see an RF amplifier. This RF amplifier amplifies the picture carrier frequency generated by the crystal oscillator to the required level. This RF amplifier amplifies the generated picture carrier frequency generated by the crystal oscillator to the required level. And the output of the RF amplifier is given to a power amplifier. And here the power amplifier varies according to the modulating signal from the AM modulating amplifier. The power amplifier varies according to the modulating signal from the AM modulating amplifier. And here we can see a scanning and synchronizing circuit. This circuit is for the process, or scanning is the process where the picture element are converted into corresponding varying electrical signal. So scanning process is done to convert the optical image or picture image or picture into the electrical signal. And here we can see combining network. This combining network is used to isolate AM picture and FM sound transmission signal during transmission. This provides a separation or isolation between AM picture signal and FM sound signal before transmission. And here we can see a transmitting antenna. The transmitting antenna receives the AM signal, picture signal, and FM sound signal from the combining network, and it radiates as the electromagnetic waves. And this microphone, as said, it converts the sound associated with the picture being televised. So this is all about the monochrome TV transmitter. That is, it consists of a television camera, video amplifier, AM modulating amplifier, FM modulating amplifier, etc. And scanning and synchronizing circuit. Scanning is the process where the picture elements are converted into corresponding varying electrical signal. Combining network is used to isolate AM picture and FM sound signal during transmission. And transmitting antenna receives the AM picture signal and FM sound from the combining network for radiation as electromagnetic wave. And microphone, which converts the sound associated with the picture being televised into proportionate electrical signal. Now we can go through the TV reception or TV receiver part. Is the slide clear?
Yes. Clear as.
So in the TV receiver, we have a receiving antenna, we have an RF tuner, a common IF amplifier, here a video detector, a video amplifier, a sound IF amplifier, an FM sound demodulator, an audio amplifier, a scanning and synchronizing circuit, a loudspeaker. In the transmitter, we have a microphone. In the receiver, we have a loudspeaker. In the transmission, we have a television camera to capture the optical signal. Here, we have a picture tube for okay. Here, this is the same diagram. Here we have a receiving antenna, RF tuner, sound IF amplifier, FM sound demodulator, common IF amplifier, video detector, scanning and synchronizing circuit, video amplifier, audio amplifier, loudspeaker, and a picture tube. That is the television from which we see the image or picture being transmitted. So the basic block diagram of a mono receiver is shown. It consists of common detector, video amplifier, scanning and synchronizing circuit, sound IF amplifier, FM sound demodulator, audio amplifier, loudspeaker, and picture tube. So here the RF tuner, what it do is it select the desired channel frequency band from the receiving antenna. That is, from the receiving antenna, this RF tuner, it selects the desired channel frequency band from the receiving antenna, and the receiving antenna, what it do is it intercepts the radiated radio frequency and send it to the radio frequency tuner. First of all, the receiving antenna or receiver antenna. This receiver antenna intercepts the radiated RF signal. That is, it intercepts the radiated RF signal and sends it to the RF tuner. The RF tuner, it selects the desired channel frequency band from the receiving antenna. The receiving antenna, it sends the radiated frequent RF signal to the RF tuner. And RF tuner, what it do is it selects the desired channel frequency band from the receiving antenna. And here we can see a common IF amplifier. There are 2 or 3 stages of this common IF amplifier. That is to amplify the intermediate frequency. Here we can see a video detector. It is used to detect video signal coming from the last stage of IF amplifier. Here we can have more than 1 or 2 or 3 stages of common IF amplifier. So this video detector, what it do is it detect the video signal coming from the last stage of IF amplifier. So if this output of video detector is given to a video amplifier, it amplifies, that is, video amplifier, what it do is it amplifies the detected video signal to the required level, amplifies the video detected from the video detector to a desired video level. And here the same scanning and synchronization circuit is used. Here the scanning process, scanning is the process where the picture elements are converted in the corresponding varying electrical signal. And here we have a sound amplifier. Detected audio signal is separated, that is, here both sound and that is both sound and picture signals are detected by the receiving antenna. So the sound IF amplifier, what it do is it detects the sound signal or the audio signal from the IF range and get amplified. Here the video detector detect the video signal. Here the sound IF amplifier is there. This sound IF amplifier detect the sound signal from the IF range. So the receiving antenna receives the RF signal, and the RF signal is given to the RF tuner. The RF tuner selects the desired channel frequency band and it is converted to common IF amplifier. So here we have a video detector to detect the video signal, and here we have a sound detector to detect the sound signal from the IF signal. So the sound IF amplifier amplifies the sound signal, and it is given to the sound demodulator, where the FM sound signal is demodulated in this stage. And here we have an audio amplifier. The FM demodulated audio signal is amplified to the required level and it is fed to the loudspeaker. Here we have a picture tube, and this picture tube, in the picture tube, the amplified video signal is back converted into picture element. That is back to the picture which is being televised. In a television camera, the optical images are converted into electrical signal, and in picture tube, the electrical signal is converted back to the original picture which has been televised. And the scanning, in the picture tube, the amplified video signal is converted back into the picture element, and scanning is the process used to convert the optical images into electrical signal. Fastest moment of electron beam on the image is called scanning. While studying the picture tube, we will get to know about scanning and all. So this is the symbol block diagram for TV reception. Now we will study about scanning process. Scanning is a process, or scanning process is a technique similar to reading of a written information on a page, starting from the top left and processing line by line down towards the end at the bottom right. The scanning is nothing but reading a written information on a page, that is from starting from the top left and processing line by line downwards towards the end at the bottom right. That is, scanning process is done like reading a book. We will start from the top left and we will read line by line down towards the end at the bottom right. Scanning will start at top left and end at bottom right, just like reading a page. So scanning is done by frame by frame, and each frame consists of 625 horizontal lines. So scanning is nothing but it is similar to reading of a written information on a page, starting from top left and processing line by line downwards towards the end at bottom right. And scanning is done by frame, and each frame consists of 625 horizontal lines, and each frame is scanned at a rate of 25 frames per second. That is, per second 25 frames are scanned. So scanning types are horizontal scanning, vertical scanning, sequential or progressive scanning,